Klay Thompson has the ball here. Then he passes it to Draymond. And then Draymond drops it off to Steph Curry, who's about 30 feet away from the basket. Oh, wait a minute. That's not Steph. That's Jordan Poole? He's not going to shoot it, is he? Sheesh, guys. He just shot it. There's no way this is going in. And he made it. Wow. Good stuff, Jordan. JP3, Jordan Poole, Kid Splash, whatever you want to call him. Over the last month or so, he's really started playing basketball at an all-NBA level. But the big question today is Jordan Poole developing into the next Steph Curry? Over the last 10 games, Jordan Poole has been averaging about 24 points, which is pretty respectable. But the eye-popping statistic is he's shooting the ball at about 56% from the field, 49% from three-point range, and 87% at the free throw line. Yeah, I know. These statistics are pretty insane. I mean, I know it's near impossible to be shooting those percentages consistently, but those are MVP-type numbers. For example, when Steph won his first MVP back in 2015, he too averaged about 24 points a game, shot 49% from the field, 44% from three-point range, and 91% at the free throw line. Now, in Poole's case, I know it's only been a small stretch of games, but I'm not saying Jordan Poole's the next Steph Curry, at least not yet, because that'd just be silly. But the truth is, and what I am saying is that at this rate, he's gonna be an all-star by probably next season, and if he keeps this up, who knows? Steve Kerr, the Warriors head coach, recently said of the 30-year guard, "We're going to stay on him because I think his ceiling is even higher than where he's playing right now, and he's still such a young guy that we've got to make sure we keep pushing him." Man, guys, what do y'all think about Poole's ceiling at this point? Because honestly, it seems he doesn't have one. Anyway, Steph Curry also chimed in and said, "We know how gifted of a scorer he is. He's really dynamic. I like the way he's coming into just being aggressive, but keeping things simple. That's been the next evolution for him, because he's so dynamic. He can shoot the three, can beat you off the dribble, he's a crafty finisher, got a float game, everything. So it's a different look." What Steph Curry really meant to say is he's beginning to look a lot like me. You know, a dynamic offensive player who can score in a myriad of ways. And with that being said, let's look away from the numbers for a second and just take a look with our own eyes at how exactly Jordan Poole looks like he's developing into the next Steph Curry. First off, Jordan Poole shoots long-range threes without any hesitation. He's what I like to call trigger happy, just like Steph is. I mean, look at this. Here's Poole about 30 feet away from the basket and way out beyond the three-point line. When JTA comes in and sets the screen, Poole immediately sees daylight and lets it fly without hesitation. Come on, guys. Tell me that doesn't remind you of Steph just a little bit. Here's another example. Poole's bringing the ball up the floor. There's about 19 seconds left on the shot clock. No play has even formed on the floor yet. Damian Lee here still hasn't even crossed half court. But what does Poole do? Yep, you know it. Like I said earlier, just like Steph, this dude is trigger happy.
Take quick shots.
Again, tell me that doesn't remind you of Steph. Anyway, let's move on here. Another reason why Jordan Poole is really looking like he's developing into the next Steph Curry is because of how he plays off the ball and how he gets to his spots. Look, here's Poole with the ball up top. He shot fakes here. Then, just like Steph, the defense collapses on him. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 blue jerseys surround him. With nowhere to go, he kicks it back out to Draymond. Draymond then sets a screen while Poole just lets it fly.
Poole might have carried it, but no call. Poole with the 3 points.
Steph must be proud of this kid. I mean, in so many ways, he's like a mirror image of himself.
5-point game in the corner. Poole. Oh, man! Jordan.
Yeah, realizing that your team is letting go of the rope, being a little bit careless. You don't want to give this team life.
In Philly on Monday night, he's cooled off from 3 though. Oh, what a pullback.
And just like how Kobe stole a ton of MJ's moves, Poole is doing the same thing with Curry. When the season started, Poole even said, "First of all, Steph is a big bro. I ask him questions all the time." It's like, imagine if a younger brother, a younger player going against the older player, you're going to want to ask as many questions as you can. They're going to want to teach you. The truth is, no other player in the entire league has probably trained under Curry more than Poole has. I mean, it's year 3 now, and not only is he training under Curry, but from what I've heard around the Warriors organization, he's the hardest training Warrior. In fact, here's what Draymond recently said about the young guard. I think he's doing a great job, and he still has a long way to go, which is exciting because he's very skilled and very talented. Most importantly, he works hard. I was just telling Andre on the bench today, like, that kid could be so good if he just takes the time to slow down and figure it out, which I think he will. The first thing Andre said was, "Man, you're not lying," and the crazy thing is that he has the work ethic to go with it. You run into a lot of guys in this league that don't have the work ethic to figure it out. That's the least of his worries. I think he's doing an incredible job adapting, and he's going to be really good for us as he continues to grow. He's going to be really good for a long time. Those are some pretty big words coming from the heart and soul of the team. Anyway, let's continue looking at how Poole resembles Curry on the court. Here's Poole with the ball. It's in semi-transition, but he sees Nikola Jokic all the way in the paint, not even guarding Looney. So what does Poole do?
That said, anyway, standing.
Yep, you guessed it. A 1-5 switch with Looney. The defender fought over the screen, but it's too late.
Poole lets it go.
This is literally how Steph picks apart bigs. Moving on, Poole even learned Steph's step back. I mean, look, here's Steph. One jab to the right, then a step back to the left, and bang. And here's Poole. It's the same thing. One jab to the right, then a step back to the left, and bang. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Anyway, alongside with all the outside shooting, just like Steph, JP3 can dish the ball. He can float the ball in. He has a mid-range game, and he can finish around the rim in a variety of ways. Anyway, let's get back to the main question. Is Poole really developing into the next Steph Curry? Well, like I said, no other guard has trained under Steph more than Poole has. And also, just like how the Black Mamba did his best to mirror Mike, Poole is doing everything he can do to be like Steph. There are things, though, that he'll have to improve upon, and the first thing is consistency. In his last 10 games, he's been playing like a borderline superstar, but he'll have to be more consistent all throughout the season. In addition, he'll also have to develop more playmaking ability and figure out ways to get his teammates more involved. And lastly, he'll have to develop his leadership. It's his 3rd year, however, and Steph, well, didn't win his first MVP until year 6. If he continues at this pace, though, and keeps up the work, I have no doubt that in another season or two, the Warriors are going to officially announce the arrival of the 3rd Splash brother, Jordan Kid Splash Poole. Anyway, onto a slightly different topic here. Did you all know that there's a thief in Golden State who robs NBA players for a living? Yeah, it's true. His name is Gary Payton II, and if you're wondering why I'm calling him a thief, then just watch this video here, where I break down exactly how he steals from NBA players on the basketball court on live television. It's pretty insane if you ask me, so just click the video, and like always, I'll see you on the other side.